So a very divisive figure, the brothers, very divisive figures, you could say, in society, but David Koch was the friendlier of the two.
Yes, the Koch, the political operation was divisive, and their efforts successful in building the Tea Party and in constraining, basically, moving against the environmental push that has taken root in a lot of states were, much, reviled. However, of the two brothers, David, who just passed away, was very much a prominent figure in New York social circles. He did give a lot of money to the Lincoln Center, to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and other, he supported the arts and was very much a figure in the New York scene, and very user-friendly, despite basically the persona of Koch Industries.
Greg, I was struck by this. I was speaking the other month with a prominent Democratic strategist who said essentially that without the support of the Koch brothers and Koch Industries, criminal justice reform would likely not have passed. Yes. How much of that is going to factor into their legacy?
Probably not as much as it should have. There's some interesting nuance here to the Koch brothers. Back when Obama was president, it was very clear that they were against. Now with Trump as president, you've seen some fissures developing in that side. They are not, they favor legal immigration, and as you say, they favored criminal justice reform. They are, this is where the libertarian elements of their political views have clashed with the president's.
Yeah. It's interesting because they were remembered somewhat for underwriting the limited government libertarian Tea Party movement back a while, which has sort of gone to ground a little bit now. Also, though, for having funded a lot more PACs and a lot more organizations post Citizens United.
Yes, absolutely. That gave them the ability, which they took advantage of, to spread a lot of money around and to succeed in, across the United States at somewhat lower level without actually being as, as front and center as other political actors are.
I think Vonnie makes an excellent point there, and just to pick up on that, I mean, who inherits his mantle now? I mean, his family obviously so incredibly influential in U.S. politics. The Koch family is still very much going to be influential in the 2020 cycle, no?
Yes, absolutely. And that's the key here, I think, is that Charles remains the key to it. He is more of the leader of the political component of this. So it's, David stepped down for health reasons more than a year ago. So I think the Koch family's efforts will continue unabated.